Let's go Falcons! Hey yo, batter up, let the ball begin. Solano Falcons, bound to show you how you win. Cause this is our year, man forget the past. We taking over right now with our pitching staff. Yo, it's game time, so let the games begin. Solano on the field and we gain in a win. Hey yo, it's game time, don't you hear the people chant? Cause this is our house, make way for the champions. Game time.
Bagley, joined shortly by my broadcast partner Soal Balazi here on the Solano College Sports Network, where your Falcons will take on the visiting Laney Eagles here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. As you see, the Falcons coming into this ball game 4-11, coming off a tough road loss against the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs last Saturday, 7-3 in that game. The Eagles coming in 6-10. Now this is a non-league game, however, both teams are in the same league in the Bay Valley Conference. Falcons look to muster something up and get ready for league play next week as that starts. And now the visiting lineup for the Eagles, playing left field, number 9, Kevin Whitaker, batting second. Playing second base, number 6, Cassian Castillo. DHing, number 23, Broderick Reed. Cleaning up for the Eagles, playing first base, number 10, William Knowles. Center field, number 29, Jerry Gaitan. Hitting 6, playing shortstop, number 14, Samuel Esparza. Behind the dish, number 4, Jesus Monzo. Out in right field, number 2, Cameron Proctor. And routing it out for the Eagles is number 15, playing third base, Armando Tungui. On the mound is number 27, Ricardo Hernandez. And now the lineup for your Solano Falcons.
Isaiah Barrett, center field, Armio High School.
Cody Gregory, left field, El Camino High School.
Jared Denning, catcher, American Canyon High School.
Nathan Gutierrez, first base, the American Canyon High School.
Kyle Krebs, right field, Carson High School.
Justin Brown, DH, St. Joseph Notre Dame High School.
Aaron Corral, second base, Capistrano Valley Christian.
Nick Dodson, third base, Justin Siena High School.
Roberto Diaz, shortstop, Jesse Bethel High School.
Teddy Natter, pitcher, Damani Ranch High School.
Welcome back, everybody. As you see there, Isaiah Barrett getting that ball that Jared Denning threw down for the warm-up toss. Kevin Whitaker making his way in, getting ready to start off this game. Teddy Natter on the mound for the Falcons. Natter coming into this game with a 6.56 ERA in 23 and a thirds innings pitched. Opponents are hitting .263 against him. Natter looks to be ready. Whitaker ready. And first pitch is for a strike.
Yeah, I remember since last spring hearing Whitaker's name. He's definitely a player to keep an eye on. He's actually the player that I had to keep an eye on coming into this game.
As that one misses low. And I believe we heard of Whitaker last year, like you said, and also in the summer, if I'm not mistaken.
Just that bug that the Falcons just can't get rid of.
The 1-1 misses inside, it looked like. Whitaker hitting .355 so far in 16 games for the Eagles. .369 on base percentage. That's a ground ball right under the glove of Nate Gutierrez over there at first base. So a leadoff single for Kevin Whitaker to lead off the game.
Yeah, he has 5 doubles, so thankfully Falcons can only limit that to just a single.
And Whitaker with 4 stolen bases on the year. So a threat to steal over there at first, but Falcons have Jared Denning behind the dish. So runners might want to rethink that, as that'll bring up Cassian Castillo. Castillo hitting .318 on the year. It's a nice aggressive lead from Whitaker as Castillo shows bunt, but that's in there for a strike.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive, very healthy lead at first. I think definitely within this at-bat, you're going to see him at least attempt to steal second.
You could see Whitaker go here. Natter is the lefty, so he's got to say just put it just a little bit longer. Natter stares Whitaker down. Decides to check on him at first, but easy back.
Yeah, like you said, Natter is left-handed, so he does have that advantage to stare down Whitaker at first, and Nate Gutierrez is left-handed as well, so he has a other advantage of just getting the ball and just like barely moving his glove and tagging out the runner, which is Whitaker.
Big lead. It looked like he extended even more over there at first. As that one hits the zone once again from Natter. Down 0-2 is Castillo.
Yeah, you got to be careful not only just stealing second on Denning, but just not to take that much of an aggressive lead because he can make that snap throw to first.
Now 0-2, Natter could pitch out right here. Doesn't. That one misses off the plate, most likely a setup pitch. And if this is the pitch that Whitaker wants to steal on, this is probably going to be the one just because of the count 1-2. Natter hasn't thrown a breaking ball yet, but 1-2 count. Castillo might see one. Natter checks on Whitaker at first.
It's good to throw down to Whitaker to get his timing off because as a runner, you're trying to get the timing of Natter, who's pitching right now. So if you're Natter, just keep throwing over and hopefully you catch him sleeping.
Natter with a pretty good move over to first. That's a swing and a miss from Castillo for the first out.
Yeah, he was trying to definitely not even just advance Whitaker to second, but try to bring him in on that swing.
It looked like he was trying to leave the yard on that one. But one down now, and that'll bring up Broderick Reed. Big lefty for the Eagles.
Yeah, he was another play for me to watch. He's 21 for 60 with 12 RBIs, 1 home run, hitting .350 on the season. So him and Whitaker were the two names that stood out for me, and now we have Broderick at the plate and Whitaker on base.
He gets jammed on that one. Natter caught Reed off guard. Break for the Falcons.
Yeah, the balls, I don't think, unless you get under it greatly, I don't think the balls are going to leave. The winds are preventing that right now.
Yeah, wind is out towards left center at Bill and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Once again, a windy day. I feel like we say that every single time here.
I don't think we're allowed to say that anymore.
It just comes. It's a given. There goes Whitaker, swing and a miss from Reed. Here's a throw from Denning. Not in time. So Whitaker with his 5th stolen base on the year puts a runner in scoring position for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a great jump by him. He had that aggressive lead since going on first base, and that was a great throw by Denning, just not quick enough for Whitaker.
Looked like Natter lifted his leg up, decided to do the long way towards home instead of the sidestep. The 0-2 jammed on over to Dotson at third, and a nice scoop over there at first from Gutierrez for the second out.
Yeah, that was a great play by Dotson to stay with it all the way, but that was even better play for Gutierrez to scoop it. You know, like we've been saying throughout our broadcasts, first basemen just don't get the love that they deserve.
They really don't, Saad. I mean, I used to be a former first baseman myself, and you know that's where it all starts on the defense. I mean, what did the second, third baseman and shortstop throw to? The first baseman, and you know when they make a bad throw, it's almost a given that the first baseman picks it up over there, which is true. I mean, you should obviously, but some of the plays that you see, you know, in the bigs, even here at you know Solano, the first baseman should get credit where it's due, and I feel like they definitely don't.
Yeah. I mean, you're definitely getting spicy right now. You're really passionate about this debate.
Nah, it's just something, you know, as a former player, you kind of, it's always there, always in the back of your head,
No,
especially, you know, me actually playing first. So 1-1 the count to cleanup hitter William Knowles. That breaking ball hits the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 the count.
You know, it is windy, but it's not like cold like we've been experiencing the past few games. I mean, it's a little cold, but it's been colder, and this is at least bearable.
The 1-2. That one misses low and away. Evens it up at 2-2. Knowles leading the team with a .370 batting average and a .538 on base. Wow. He's got to protect here. The 2-2. Breaking ball just misses off the outside. Almost caught Knowles swinging there. brings it to a full count. Now they're looking to get out of this inning without any damage. Here's the 3-2. As Knowles draws a base on balls to extend the inning. So runners at the corners now. And that'll bring up Jerry Gaitan, center fielder for the Eagles.
The last game we saw, which was last Tuesday, we saw, I believe it was 23 walks, or 23 people reached on base via the walk, and I believe it was hit by pitches as well. So hopefully this game is a little bit more under control. Teddy Natter was actually the one that started the game too. So, but so far so good in this first inning.
That was the game against Merced. I feel like that one took forever. The first pitch to Gaitan is in there for a strike.
I mean, it felt like it took forever because of, like I said, all the free bases that both teams are actually giving up to one another, with whether it was hit by pitch or a walk.
Just a lot of free passes in that game. That one misses outside, 1-1. And Knowles just has one stolen base on the year. So it could be a threat, as Whitaker is already taken off. And Gaitan showing bunt, pulls back for a slash, but swings and misses. 1-2 now. He's got to protect now.
Oh, yeah, runners on the corner right now for Natter, but like you said, there's 2 outs, so and 2 strikes against Gaitan. So just focus on the hitter right now and try to get that easy strikeout.
And Natter averaging just over a strikeout per inning. So definitely has the strikeout pitch and the repertoire to do it. Just looking to set down Gaitan. Nice shot. You see Verrett's playing more towards right field. Maybe expecting Gaitan to push it that way, as that one gets through for a base hit up the middle to put the Eagles on the board first. So an RBI single for Jerry Gaitan. It's the first one of the day. And that's Gaitan's 12th RBI on the year.
Yeah, usually the cleanup hitters are the ones that everyone watches out for because they're hitting in the 4th position, which is like most likely the power hitter kind of guy. But don't sleep on the 5th hole, which is Gaitan, who, like you said, 12 RBIs. It's usually the 4-5 combo that knocks a team out.
As that first pitch is fouled from shortstop Samuel Esparza. Looking to extend the inning for the Eagles.
Yeah, your team's 5 or 4-5 knockouts really good this year. What is it, Judge and Stanton, or Stanton Judge?
I think Boone's going to have either Judge or Stanton hit second, and then the other one hit third. He doesn't know which one yet.
Oh, and then Sanchez like 4th.
Sanchez 4th, and I want to say Didi would be 5th. It's a good lineup this year. It's a good year to be a Yankees fan. I can tell you that. So.
Well, I'm not switching sides.
You got to come to the dark side. So the 0-2 to Esparza misses outside, 1-2. Knowles at second. Gaitan at first. Natter looking to limit the damage. See if he can get out of this one here. 1-2. That's right over the head of Gutierrez into right field for a base hit. Knowles is coming in to score. Esparza stays put at first, and Gaitan's over at third, so an RBI single to extend the inning puts the Eagles up on the board 2-0.
And Gaitan's at bat, he got the single with 2 strikes on him, and same now with Esparza with 2 strikes on him, 2 outs, still gets the RBI hit. So they're definitely trying to pile on Natter in this inning, right in the first inning too.
Up to bat, number 4, Jesus.
And we've seen the Falcons go down early, it seems like, every ball game, just having a tough time to get out of the first inning.
Yeah, it's like you said, they get in, they're almost down in the first couple of innings, and then they crawl themselves back in the later innings. But sometimes it just...
That's a ground ball into right field for a base hit. So nice piece of hitting on the first pitch from Jesus Monzo. The catcher for the Eagles puts them on the board once again, extends it to 3-0 here in the first.
All this is happening too with 2 outs.
2 out hitting.
And then 2 of the RBIs, like I said, came with 2 strikes on them. So they've just been seeing Natter well so far in the game, being only the first inning.
So we got a mound visit from pitching coach Robert Rogers in his second year of work for the Falcons. Just trying to give Natter a bit of confidence just to get out of the first inning, as he's had off to a rough start.
Yeah, it started out well, getting the outs, and then we were talking about the free bases, which was the walk, which ended up coming in a score, which was Knowles. And it just seems like a never-ending kind of train. Like you said, Robbie's trying to slow that train.
Maybe buy Natter some time on the mound. Maybe working too quickly, just not finding his stuff quite yet. And we've seen that too from Natter here so far this season. It seems to, he just has the slow start, but later in the game ends up picking himself up and has some nice innings. That one's blooped into left field. Back goes Gregory. Looks to be under it and is for the final out. So Eagles able to jump on the board first, 3-0 Falcons in the bottom half.
Hey, Tay Natter here. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Isaiah Verrett will lead it off for the Falcons in the bottom half. Verrett on the year coming into this game at 242. He started all 15 games for the Falcons. Him and Diaz are the lone 2 that have started and played in every game. First pitch to Verrett, shows bunt, pulls back. Nice block from the catcher, Monzo. Freshman out of Armijo High School. The 1-0 to Verrett, shows bunt again, but that one's in there for a strike this time.
Yeah, if Verrett can get on, he's definitely a stolen base threat. He has 6 in the season, tied for second in the conference. So you definitely want to see him on the base paths.
Yeah, 342 on base percentage. As that one hits the low outside corner, 1-2. And Verrett's been a nice piece for the Falcons so far this year. Freshman, like I said, coming out of Armio, and really made himself stable out there in center. Almost been reliable, one of the lone reliable pieces for Salampa on the Falcon team so far. The guy's a grinder. He runs the bases well. As you see, 6 stolen bases. And every time he's on, he's always putting the pressure on the defense as he strikes out swinging there for the first out.
Yeah, like you said, he's a center fielder and he leads off. So it's like he starts the game regardless. And you always want to see him get on base and kind of start that train and keep it going.
Left fielder, number 24.
So that'll bring up left fielder Cody Gregory. First pitch to Gregory is outside. Gregory in Saturday's game against Santa Rosa drew 2 walks. Also scored one of the 3 Falcon runs. That one's lined into left center for a base hit right over the head of Esparza at short. So nice piece of hitting from Gregory. As that'll bring up Jared Denning.
Number 21.
Yeah, he's definitely been the fire that's been lit under the Falcons. When he's doing good, the Falcons as a whole are doing good. So you want to see him do what he just did right now with that nice piece of hitting.
It looked like the wind almost made it go up above Esparza's head. It just kept carrying. So Jared Denning at the dish, 429 batting average, leads the Bay Valley Conference so far. The first pitch to him misses. And Denning with a 554 on base percentage. I thought Knowles was good. Wow, Denning.
Yeah, and Denning also leads the Bay Valley Conference in batting average with 429. So very impressive on both sides.
2-0 now. And I don't think Hernandez on the mound wants to fall behind Denning. Gutierrez is in the hole.
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, it was like Denning almost started off kind of slow, or slower to what we were used to, but then just like that, he bounced back and now leads the Bay Valley in batting average. And hopefully we can see him continue to stretch that out more throughout the season and when league starts next week.
That slider comes back in 2-1. I think we were probably assuming that he was, I think part of it was that he batted around the same batting average last year. And just because, you know, a little bit of a slower start, I think we had a little bit too much pressure on him at first. But definitely has lived up to his word without a doubt here.
I mean, we do that with everyone, though, whether it's in college or even the pros. Whenever someone starts slow, it's like, nope, that's the end of the world. They're horrible. And then in like a week, they're going to start doing better.
And there goes Gregory as he gets caught in a pickle. Left just a moment too early as he's tagged out by Knowles for the second out.
Yeah, with a guy like Denning up there, like we've been talking about, his great power, you just don't want to do that. You don't want to make an out on the bases after you just get on with that, you know, nice piece of hitting.
So 2 out now. Count to Denning is 2-2. Hernandez looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Gets a sign, likes it, but steps off. It's kind of weird there. Nodded yes and
he's trying to
stepped off.
He's trying to keep it funky for everyone.
Funky fresh. That one's grounded. Foul. Right side. Hernandez is working his 5th start. Has 19 2/3 innings under his belt.
You know, I think I have a player's comp for Hernandez. Who's that one guy for the Marlins who threw that no-hitter? Or the perfect game, actually. It was like 2-3 years ago, the last game of the season. His last name is literally Hernandez.
That one's driven into right field, but with the wind, pushes foul. Hernandez.
He threw a perfect game, last game of the season.
For the Marlins?
Yeah, it was like, I think, Stanton walk-off because it was going to go into extras. So it was Hernandez Alvarez. Is that his name? He's with the Ace. I don't even know what
You're gonna have to look that up between innings. So odd.
Maybe
You're confusing me. We'll get back to you guys on that. So I will be looking that up in the next break we have. Denning staying alive, looking for a base hit. The 2-2 to him outside. Hernandez almost caught him reaching. Brings it to a full count now. Proctor out in right field, taking some steps towards the line. The 3-2 to Denning. Curveball misses. So Denning draws a base on balls. And Denning with his 16th walk on the year leads the team now as he was just tied with Diaz. So still 2 out. Cleanup hitter Nate Gutierrez at the plate leads Bay Valley Conference with 3 home runs.
Yeah, after doing my research, I found the player. It's Henderson Alvarez. So I got the name kind of confused at the end, but
you switched them, right?
Yeah. His name is Hernandez, and I was thinking about Henderson.
Ground ball over to Knowles, but keeps it in front and finally makes the out as he bobbled that one. But nice inning of work from Hernandez, able to set down the Falcons as we go to the top of the second with 9-1-2 for the Eagles.
Hey, ladies, I'm Isaiah Verrett. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Gregory, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back as Armando Tungui will lead it off here in the top of the second as we have new broadcaster Andy Chase. Andy, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. It's a nice day today. It's a little bit warmer than I expected.
Warmer?
I mean, I dressed cold because we've been cold every single time.
Oh, it's gonna get cold, Andy. You don't have to worry about that one. It's Fairfield.
As soon as you said that, the wind started to pick
Exactly.
up.
Little broadcast jinx already in action.
That one's in the dirt. Gets away from Denning. 2-1. Tungui getting his 8th start on the year. 263 batting average coming into this one. 1 lone RBI to go ahead with him.
Yeah, he's another familiar face that I remember from last spring.
That's driven into center field and stays up for Isaiah Verrett as he makes a nice diving catch for the first out.
That was a phenomenal play by Verrett. He dove just in time. I thought maybe he was going to bounce in front of him, so he's going to keep it at least in front of him, but it hung up, like you said, just in time.
So nice play from Verrett, helping out his pitcher, Natter, for the first out. Natter looking for a nice bounce-back inning as he had a rough start in the first, as Whitaker shows bunt, bunting on the first baseline, but foul. As you see here on the replay, Verrett, nice read, and coming to the side on that one just an interesting route to the ball, but definitely worked.
Yeah, he's just showing off his speed right there.
You know, I hate when people talk about routes and stuff. Like, his route placement, blah, 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 isn't good. But if he gets to the ball, I don't care what kind of route he takes. And that's what Verrett did.
And it was good on that one, especially because seeing the ball straight up and him diving head on with it, he might have lost it. And so him coming around just a little bit kind of on his glove side too helped him out a lot there. That one misses in the dirt.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Whitaker bunt on that first pitch like he did in the first inning, his first at bat. He singled. But he's just trying to get on and help his team anyway.
So 3-1 the count now to Whitaker. Natter doesn't want to put him on as he was able to steal a base on him in the first inning. And that one misses. So Whitaker works a walk. So Castillo will make his way up there. Struck out his last time up.
Cassian Castillo.
Castillo struck out in his only at bat in the first inning. I expect a bunt right here.
Dotson's in at third. Middle of the infield is obviously playing double play depth. We'll see if that happens. And a swing and a miss from Castillo. Nice healthy rip at that one.
It was like his other at bat where he wanted to just go yard and bring him in.
I mean, Castillo's a good hitter. He bats .318, so you can see what happens here.
Natter sets, delivers, and a swing and a miss on that one as he reached out of the zone. Brings it to 1-2 now.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, the bunt goes away. So that's why Dawson's playing a little bit still on the lip of the infield.
You never know, even with 2 strikes. Castillo with decent speed as he has 2 stolen bases. As a back pick from Denning, but Whitaker easily back in.
Yeah, you're right. Like, you can never assume anything's going to happen in baseball just because there's 2 strikes. You're not gonna, don't assume they're not going to bunt, but it's more likely than none that they won't bunt, especially with the coach telling him not to. If it's up to him, he might, you know?
Exactly, yes. Castillo is able to stay alive on that one.
Yeah, you'd have to be a pretty good bunter for your coach to call you to bunt with 2 strikes.
Were you a good bunter?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Were you good at sitting on the bench?
I was very good at it. I warmed up the whole bench.
There goes Whitaker. That one's fouled back behind us in the booth. As Whitaker got a nice jump on Natter right there, but saved from Castillo. So we'll redo the 1-2. Natter taking his sweet time up there. Gets the sign. See if Whitaker goes. Does not. And that one's popped up into right field. There goes Corral towards the line and lets that one drop foul. Just foul. Wow. That was an interesting move right there from Corral. Don't know if he did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know about that one. Looked like he tried to catch it, but came up with a lucky break.
He's playing second base today. Usually we see him at third, so he definitely thought he could get to it. But thankfully it did land foul, because had that fallen between Krebs and Corral, that wouldn't have been a good play.
See here on the replay.
It looks like a hit off his leg.
A hit off his legs. So might have lost it in the sun too. But the Falcons able to catch a break on that one.
You know, and those basket catches, they're not that easy to make. So,
I mean, unless you're Willie Mays, but you're right.
Yeah.
But great hustle by Corral to actually get to the line quick enough for at least to make contact with the ball, even if it was on his knee.
Yeah, almost came from second base because he's playing double play depth. Misses out. Brings it to a full count now. Three-two here. See if Whitaker goes. Does not, and a swing and a miss from Castillo for the second out. So strikeout number 2 for Natter. 2 down now, and that'll bring up Reed.
Up to bat, number 23, Broderick Reed.
Yeah, he grounded into a 5-3 out in his first at-bat. But like we said in the first inning, every hit was coming off with 2 outs. So just because there's 2 outs, it's not really a chill kind of moment.
That was driven into right field. There goes Krebs, and not making the play there. Drops right in front of him. Whitaker almost rounded third on that one as he did not know where the ball was. Luckily, his third base coach was able to help him out there, keep him put at third. So Reed extends the inning. Runners at the corner now with Knowles at the plate.
Yeah, like I said, with 2 outs, anything can happen, and that's what
10,
Reed just did right there
Knowles.
with a nice piece of hitting right there. Now Knowles stepping up to the plate with just a walk in the first inning.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but Whitaker looked like he was heading home even when the ball was in the infield with Corral over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure he knows about Kyle Krebs' arm. I mean, he fired that in there pretty quick, so you better watch next time.
Yeah, nice relay from Krebs to Corral. I think Whitaker was just in his track mode or something.
Yeah, sometimes you put your head down and just keep running. But like you said, thankfully there was a third base coach to, put him back in his place.
So 2-0 the count to Knowles. Three and 0 now. As Natter has a base to play with. 3-0 to Knowles might end up just putting him on, putting a force at any of the bases. Gaitan is up next on deck as Knowles shows bunt, but that one misses in the dirt. Bases loaded now with Gaitan up. Gaitan had that RBI single to put the Eagles up on the board first. And once again, we have another mound visit for Natter.
Probably not the worst decision to walk him there. Reed's a pretty good hitter, batting .350, so you don't want to just lay one over the plate for him.
So bases are loaded. Whitaker at third, Reed at second, Knowles at first, and Gaitan up at the plate. Gaitan had the RBI single, then Esparza did, and then Monzo did. So now they're looking to get out of this inning without any damage on him. We'll see if he can do it here as we're ready to go.
Number 29, Jerry Gaitan.
Natter will go out of the windup here. First pitch to Gaitan. In there for a strike.
Yeah, I was just curious on how tall Knowles was because my dude's just standing tall over there at first. He's 6'5". And even then, I feel like they were shorting him a little bit. He looks like 6'6". Like, he's just towering over there.
Yeah, Knowles looks like a big guy. Big zone for Natter to play with, but he's walked him twice. This guy, Ton, calls time. Maybe to disrupt Natter's timing up there on the mound.
I mean, for Knowles, I don't think even he has a strike zone. Like, his legs are just like Andrew Miller's. He's just leg man over there, so it's just very inconsistent strike zone. But maybe his on base is popping.
The 2-1 in there for a strike, evens it up at 2.
Liam Knowles' on base percentage is .538, it's the highest on the team.
Exactly, thank you. Proving my point, Andy.
You're welcome.
The 2-2. A swing and a miss from Gaetan. Denning steps on the plate to end the inning. So nice job from Natter, able to work himself out of trouble as the Falcons will have 5, 6, 7 in the bottom of the second.
My name is Jared Denning. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Nathan Gutierrez. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Kyle Krebs will go ahead and lead it off in the bottom of the second. Krebs with a .271 batting average has started 13 games for the Falcons. Let's see, a freshman, redshirt freshman out of Carson High School in Nevada.
Good job for knowing where that was.
Thanks, Odd. That first pitch to Krebs is in there for a strike.
Yeah, Krebs, hitting in the 5th hole today, looking to get on. So then Brown, the DH, can do what he does and move up the runners and get on with his speed.
That one's inside outed, fouled right side. Oh, and 2 to Krebs. You see Hernandez doing some stretches up there on the mound. Still a little tight, it looks like.
It could be a deke, too. I don't know how pitchers can deke hitters like that, but I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, Andy.
Looking hurt is not the best way to deke your opponent.
See Krebs there. Hernandez almost looks like his hat doesn't fit him. I don't know about you guys, but
looks
a little high.
Yeah.
A little high on his head.
Looks like it almost covers his eyebrows.
I like how he had it to the side, though. I don't think it was on purpose, but I like when players, Fernando Rodney-esque, a little tilt in his cap.
I think Rodney does it too much, though.
I don't think that's impossible.
Doesn't Cueto do that?
Yeah. Basically, if you're Dominican.
Wow.
Honestly. If you look at any Dominican player, which is cool, I like it.
That one misses outside. Nice eye from Krebs. 1 and 2.
As you see on the screen right now, you can't really tell. You see a shadow over his eyes, but it has a little tilt to it.
Krebs calls through time. It can't really. I think that
does
just
look big,
doesn't.
though.
I don't know.
It looks like it has a little height to it. It doesn't fit to his.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other players. They don't look like that. So.
Listen, he's not like everyone else.
That's grounded over to Esparza. Fields it cleanly on over to Knowles for the first out. So 1 down now with DH Justin Brown getting the start today.
Up to bat, designated hitter, number 36.
I'm not sure I asked you, Andy, but I asked everyone that's been in the broadcast with me, what would your walk-up song be?
Ooh. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I'm a huge Migos fan, so it's probably going to be some Migos, maybe a little Mac Dre. Maybe Gucci Mane. Probably those. Probably one of those three.
There you go, Andy.
Thanks for giving me an answer
Yeah,
quickly,
I know.
unlike my partner over here, Chris, who still hasn't given me an
You know,
answer.
if I had to
3 years
choose
later.
off the top of my, if I had to choose right now, I'd probably go with some MJ. You can't beat MJ. I don't know, just upbeat. Everyone likes it. That one's blooped and still up in the air, but caught for Esparza. Two down now.
Came a little dead off the bat. That was weird.
Yeah, it looked like Brown got fisted, just hung up, blooped, stayed in the infield. So 2 down now, and that'll bring up Aaron Corral.
Second baseman, number 10.
Yeah, Corral looking to bounce back here. Past few games hasn't really been up to par what he wants or what we've been seeing him last spring, excuse me. But hopefully a shift from third to second is going to help him.
Yeah, Corral usually playing third, has moved over to second. That one misses inside. In the game against Santa Rosa, Corral actually played shortstop. Diaz moved over to second, and Dotson was stayed put at third. Well, we've seen Dotson at second. We've seen Diaz even in the outfield. That one's popped up shallow left, and in there is Whitaker for the final out. So 1, 2, 3, go the Falcons as we head to the top of the third.
Hey fellas, this is Kyle Krebs, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. Hey fellas, this is Kyle Krebs, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. Hey fellas, this is Kyle Krebs, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
This is Justin Brown. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back as Esparza will lead it off in the top of the third. 3-0 the lead for the Eagles as they had the 3 runs in the first inning to lead off the game.
Yeah, Esparza is 1 for 1 with the RBI and a single for his only hit so far.
Breaking ball at the back foot of Esparza, but able to lift that up. Misses. 1-1. Misses. 2-1 now. Dotson, even with the bag at third, Gutierrez playing back, giving himself some room over there at first. That one's blooped into right field, heading foul.
Yeah, quick 2 strikes on Esparza. Just looking to get that out and kind of get that momentum back to him where he can have that 1-2-3 kind of inning.
So 2-2 to Esparza. See if Natter can look for that strikeout pitch here. That one misses. Was looking for it.
Yeah, still early in the game, so maybe the umpire-pitcher kind of relationship hasn't really been established that well, but you can see that happening later on.
That one misses outside. So leadoff walk for Esparza. Puts a man on for the Eagles. And that'll bring up Manzo.
Yeah, in the first 3 innings, there's already been 4 walks issued by Natter.
Manzo.
So hopefully he can kind of counter that with maybe a strikeout to even up the strikeout ratio.
Yeah, Natter with coming into this game, 26 strikeouts to his 19 walks. That one's right up to him. Hit off the heel of his glove. It'll keep it in front of him. Throws a Gutierrez for the first out. So fielder's choice. I'll bring up Esparza to second. And now Proctor at the plate.
Yeah, that's tough, though, because you probably could have gotten the double play if he fielded it cleanly. But, hey, you can't be upset. You still got the out.
Yeah, you always have to look at the bright side of things.
One out's always better than none.
None, yeah.
And good job from Natter, able to keep his composure, not lose sight of the ball, and keep it in front of him. And make a nice throw over to Gutierrez. As we've seen here, I forgot which game it was, but it might have been, I think it was the American River game, where it was a ground ball right back to the pitcher on one of their pitchers, and he airmailed it into right field.
Yeah, we've seen that happen actually a lot, whether it's from the pitcher or even the third baseman / second base area, where they think of the play before actually handling the ball, before, you know, making the throw.
Did this game, 26 strikeouts to his 19 walks. That one's right up a weak ground ball.
To him.
Natter almost turned and was going to make a throw to second even before he had the ball. But like we said, able to get one out of it. Eagles have a runner in scoring position. Proctor flew out to left field his first time up. A swing and a miss evens it up at 2-2.
It's definitely always tough, though. When a ball gets hit right back at you and you're a pitcher, that ball's going to come usually pretty quick, and it's hard to deal with.
Yeah, it usually comes quicker than you threw it, so you have to make that decision really quickly.
It's a ground ball off the heel of Dotson into left field. Staying put at third is Esparza. Had to read that one. So that'll be an E5 on Dotson. Proctor reaches on the air, and that'll bring up Tungwe.
Up to bat, number 15.
It's a tough break for Natter. Not having his best game. You want to get those easy plays and definitely get those outs.
Yeah, like Chris said, it just hit off the heel of his hand when he tried to, you know, make the play.
So for Dotson, his first error on the year. That one's popped up and out of play. Then he looked at it and knew that one was out.
Yeah, shout out to Greg Poff, who's on main camera right now. Does not flinch. He's been doing this a while, so he shouldn't flinch when a ball comes near him.
You never know, though. You could just take that one.
I don't know if you're one to say that either. You tend to flinch every time the ball comes over here.
But I was talking about Poff, not me. Thank you. And I'll continue to flinch. Thanks, Andy.
If only we can get it on camera, Sawad. If only.
I'm okay.
If only. The pitch from Natter, ground ball up the middle. Corral under his glove, unable to corral that one. And Proctor on his way to third. Tungwe took a big turn over there at first. So Esparza scores on that one. Brings it to a 4-0 ball game now, Eagles.
Up to bat.
Are you going to score that E4?
Kevin Whitaker.
I was thinking that's a play that you should make. I think that's a hit, or excuse me, an error.
That's an E4.
Yeah, he got there in time, definitely.
It just looked like it was, I don't know what happened, but his glove was on the ground. The ball just went right past him. So that's definitely an error, a play that should have been made.
That one's driven into right center. Back goes Krebs, and that's going to go down for a base hit. Coming in to score is Proctor. Staying put at third is Tungwe. So an RBI double for Kevin Whitaker extends the lead 5-0.
In 3 at-bats, he's been on base 3 times with a walk, a single, and now a double.
Yeah, my best friend Nico Leon Guerrero, he actually played for Laney last year, and I asked him a few things about this team this year, and Kevin Whitaker was one of the players he just raved about how much of an athlete he is and how he's just an excellent overall baseball player.
We've seen it here so far. Had that nice single to lead off the game. Walked last inning, and now the RBI double. We even saw him on the base path, too. Stole a base in the first inning as well. That first pitch from Natter finds the zone, 0-1.
You gotta love a player like that, where he can help his team defensively or even with the bat, but when he gets on base, he puts the pressure on the defense, and he makes them double think, makes them have to assume what he's gonna do, and then ends up stealing, and all the shenanigans he does on base. Just overall, like, over-round, a great player.
Someone you want to build around on your team, obviously. So Castillo is quickly down 0-2. He's already had 2 strikeouts. That one misses outside from Natter.
Castillo seems to come out aggressive in his at-bats. Let's see if he can be a little patient here and wait on a good one.
1-2. Corners are in for the Falcons. Middle is back. And that breaking ball doesn't quite come back in. 2-2. Natter looking to keep it where it's at.
Yeah, Castillo has been retired in his previous 2 at-bats, so hopefully he can be retired here for Natter.
A swing and a miss from Castillo. 2 down now.
Let's see if Natter can do a little bit of damage control, get out of this inning with maybe only 1 run gone.
Number 23.
Yeah, Natter is trying to retire the batter.
I see what you did there, Son.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, I tried.
A little
I'll do better. Just give me a few innings.
Let you warm up too, huh?
Yeah. I watched Sandlot last night, so I'm really like
feeling
this like emotional baseball feelings right now. It was. I had to do it for my intercultural communications class with POF, and actually have to do anything baseball related.
Ground ball foul.
Wait, so you watched the Sandlot for an assignment?
Basically, yeah.
For an intercultural class. How do you...
So I talked about the 2 cultures within the movie, which was the non-baseball and the baseball culture, because Smalls didn't really know baseball, and he was like taught everything and how he had to go into the... It was cool, okay? Please don't knock it.
No, it makes sense.
No,
I
we're
have
not
a speech
knocking you.
in my backpack. I'll read it to you guys after.
Please do. That one misses up, brings it to 2-1. I'm being serious too, so I want to hear the speech.
My intro's pretty tight too. Shout out to Benny the Jet Rodriguez, my first love. Listen.
It's a classic. I respect it, so
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So 3-1 the count. Reed in the hitter's position as it's driven into center field. Back goes Verrett battling the sun and able to make the catch to retire the side. Eagles at 2 in the 3rd, extended to 5-0 as the Falcons still looking for their first in the bottom half of the 3rd.
Aaron Corral, thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey, this is Nick Dodson. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Nick Dotson will lead it off, number 8 hitter for the Falcons. Falcons just 1 hit so far in 2 innings. Hernandez doing pretty good job. That first pitch breaking ball's in there for a strike. Dotson, freshman at a Justin Siena High School in Napa.
Yeah, and he also spells his name with just a K, no C. It's a little fun fact.
A swing and a miss. Hernandez caught him fishing for that one. 0-2.
Is that not a fun fact for you, Andy?
Oh, what? I love that fact. You know I love names. See if Dotson can get something started for the Falcons here.
The 0-2 in the dirt. Nice job from Monzo. Keep that one in front of him. 1-2. Hernandez just cool, calm, and collective up there on the mound.
Stretching out.
Really just making it his game. Really controlling everything at this point.
I mean, his team's helping him out, too. He's got a 5-0 lead.
That one's popped up. Esparza looks to be there and calls off his outfielders for the first out.
Would it be distracting sometimes when you're under a play like that and all you hear is like, I got it, I got it. You just hear screaming from both sides of the bench, or you kind of tune it out?
You definitely tune it out. I mean, it depends on the person, obviously.
Adaptation, where you just like adapt to the noise happening and then you just like make the catch and move on.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it pop up, usually you're looking at the ball, you're trying to track it, and you're calling out. You're going to the ball no matter who you have, and you have priority. So shortstop has priority over everyone in the infield.
Yeah.
And the second baseman has priority over the first baseman, and vice versa with shortstop to third. And Hernandez is going to check out there on the mound. Not quite sure what this is about.
I mean, since we have time, I want to talk about Roberto Diaz. He was, for Solano, my player to watch. He's 17 for 52. He's hitting .327 with 10 runs, 15 walks, only second to Jared Denning now. And he has a .500 on-base percentage. He's definitely one of the best players that's improved so far in the season.
Yeah, Diaz's batting average has skyrocketed from 180 to now 327 in a matter of just 2 weeks. And it's got that on-base percentage now to 500.
And it's really, thanks to Tyron Salampa, head coach for Solano, for moving him down to the 9-hole. We've been talking about it a bunch, but we can't stop talking about it because it's been that great for Roberto.
Definitely have seen the difference in the change, moving from the 1 spot down to the 9. A lot of pressure has been taken off of Diaz, but he's now down 0-2. 2 straight breaking balls from Hernandez. Really feeling his pitches up there so far. That one misses low. Nice job from Diaz. Able to lay off that one. 1-2.
Like we talked about earlier, sometimes you just need a little change just to get something going, get something started. So I guess moving him from the 1 to the 9 just helped out tremendously.
Sometimes it's a matter of changing your socks, whether it be high to low or facial hair or batting gloves, no batting gloves.
Facial hair?
There's
you're right, or rally beard or whatever.
It's sports, especially baseball. I feel like there's a lot of superstition compared to the other ones.
Yeah, baseball's just weird.
It is a very weird.
Especially when you're trying to explain to someone like a non-baseball person what kind of superstitions they have and how you don't touch the line, you jump over it, or it's just weird. Ryan Vogelsong only eating chicken before his starts.
That one's fouled. Left side out of play.
Oh, excuse me. It was an enchilada, not a chicken.
A lot of like I said, just a lot of superstitions that you don't see in other sports. Baseball, there's a lot of unwritten rules as well.
Oh, I hate the unwritten rules. Like when there's a no-hitter, you don't bunt. I think that is the dumbest, most.
That's respect.
That's not respect. We're here to play a game and win. I don't care about your no-hitter, Justin Verlander.
I think I'm with Soad on that one.
As Diaz swings and misses, it looked like a changeup from Hernandez puts him down, and back to the top of the order in Verrett.
It has been just quick outs for Solano. When I'm looking at my scorebook right here, is just very clean. And then when I flip it around and you look at Laney, it's just like a lot of scratches, which is good. If you have to make a lot of notes on the scoreboard, that means you're doing something. It's been quiet for Solano.
Red takes that first pitch, breaking ball inside.
Yeah, Natter has been working hard out there for Solano.
Need some kind of support, at least something to get the Falcons back into this game. And every loss that the Falcons have had so far this year, in the 11 losses, every time the opponent scores, that's when they lose. So when the opponent scores first, they've lost every single game. So they're already down 5-0 here through 3. That one's fouled from Verrett.
Yeah, and they have 4 wins, and 3 of them come from home. So you expect them to play, a little bit better. They are, I believe it is. Now I can't read my own handwriting. Just they're better at home than they are away. They're hitting
3 and 5 at home, and 1 and 6 on the road. That curveball's popped up into left field, tailing with the wind. Here comes Esparza, and
oh my goodness!
Did he make the play?
That was
everyone's saying that he hasn't.
Wow, is he hurt a little?
No, he did not. Say the umpires, as he's trying to show them. As you'll see here on the replay, does he come down with it?
Oh,
wow.
Honestly,
that's a close call right there.
That was a fantastic play, and
man,
it does look like he trapped it maybe, but that was just a great effort by him.
That was a great effort.
And if it had it gone his way, it would have been just an amazing play.
As you see here, trapped it.
Honestly, that second
slow
look,
down, he trapped it.
I don't think he trapped it on that second look.
That second look, I think he trapped it.
I'm still really impressed with that play,
yeah,
though, regardless
I still think
of the
that
outcome.
was great effort, yeah.
But nice, even better of a call from the umpires, able to somehow get that one. I don't know if it was a guess or what, but Brett swings and a miss on the breaking ball on the drop third strike is retired. So Falcons 1-2-3. Once again, nice work from Hernandez as we head to the top of the 4th. 5-0 Eagles.
Hi, this is Roberto Diaz, and thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tyron Salampa. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back as we have a new pitcher in Connor Caparelli for your Falcons. Caparelli making his 5th appearance. Has 9 1/3 innings under his belt. Opponents are hitting .308 against him. And Knowles will be the first one to see him out of relief. First pitch from Caparelli. Fouled. Out of play.
Yeah, I like seeing Caparelli on the mound. I usually see him maybe like at first base, relieving Gutierrez or even getting the start. But I like to see players do things that they're not really used to doing, per se.
Yeah, Caparelli actually played first on Saturday against Santa Rosa as the Falcons used Gutierrez for pitching too.
Here's a fun fact from Caparelli. He's never been to a baseball game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. A baseball player never been to a baseball game. That's weird.
Usually, like Little League, you have something like some kind of fundraiser that is, includes everyone on the team, whether you can afford it or not. So
really?
Yeah,
My brother
I did that.
team never did that. They never had a rally or a fundraiser going to a game.
Never had
I did it for softball though. We did it. Baseball team did it.
Yeah, my Little League team when I was I think 9 or 10, we had a Giants tickets. The whole team went.
Ooh,
we raised money. So that was a tongue twister for me. I can't raise money, and we were able to all go to a Giants game. So Knowles reaches on a leadoff single. Nice piece of hitting right there. Gets his first hit of the day against Caparelli, and that'll bring up Gaitan. Struck out his last time up.
I think he said he was a Dodgers fan. I might be just making that up. But still, we have the Giants and A's here, so
that's
it's easy
driven
to go.
into center field, and the wind kills that one. That sounded like a goner right off the bat from Gaitan, but put away for the first out, and they'll bring up Esparza. Close call if you're Caparelli.
We also had a close call in the booth here. There was a massive bug that just came flying in between Soad, and Soad sprinted out of the way. That was hilarious.
It was a mosquito.
It was a mosquito catcher. Those big old thick ones.
I have to admit, that was one of the bigger ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're hecka thick. But it went on Andy's headset.
You didn't even
He didn't flinch.
Are you kidding me?
I'm trying to worry about me, okay?
Wow.
You got to worry about yourself first. Anyway.
Esparza bunts it, and it looked like it almost hit his hand, and it was inside on that one as well. Just a weird play right there, but bunted foul. Hit him in the shin, too.
Yeah, he's grabbing his shin, ankle area. Definitely never feels good getting hit down there. I don't know if you guys
One of
have
the
been
worst.
hit by the Razor scooter.
Into the ankle?
Yes.
That is just not sounding good. Even the sound, like the thought of it.
Okay, you're triggered.
I could feel it on my ankle just cracking.
I think we all had plenty of those.
It's a pitch from Caparelli, 12-6 in the dirt, and just gets away enough from deading to where Knowles is able to reach on the wild pitch.
Yeah, heads-up play by Knowles there.
Nice read on the ball in dirt from Knowles, able to move up to second now, puts a runner in scoring position for Esparza. And Esparza is looking for his 5th RBI on the year. See if he can get that done.
You know, it's easy to get distracted while you're on the base because you just got on, so you're trying to take your efficient lead. You're looking in the batter to see what he's going to do next. You're looking into the coach to see the signs. You have to worry about maybe it's too big of, you know what I mean? You have a lot going on. So, yeah, good heads-up play by Knowles to get to second safely.
It all becomes muscle memory after a while.
Mm-hmm.
You're so, you run through it through practice, games as well, inter-squad games
But
in
sometimes
practice.
you still get caught up in the moment where you're just, like, dozing off over there. And
Yeah.
you get picked off.
Yeah, you have those brain malfunctions once in a while. We're all human at the end of the day. We're not perfect.
You're not perfect, Chris?
Not whatsoever. I'll entirely admit that, so
I'll have to admit I definitely was one of the flower pickers on the baseball team. Yeah. When I got on first base, I was so excited to get there. I was just like, I don't really know what to do next.
Because you never go on first, so it's like a rare occasion.
Exactly.
I can relate. I've only been on first base like twice my entire life.
Either I was hit or I was walked. I never got hits.
You never got a hit?
No, I was hit. Yeah, I never got hits.
I was hit once, then one base hit, and then I think that was it. And that was the end of my career.
The 2-1. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2-2 now. How many years of baseball or softball did you guys play collectively?
Me personally?
Both of you.
Oh, I played softball junior year and senior year. I tried out freshman year, but I was like, I'm still so new. Like, it's high school. I want to worry about my education and stuff. Basically, just like a thing I told myself because I knew I was gonna get cut.
Wow.
I mean, I played baseball probably too much for how bad I was.
Wow, you guys are being extremely blunt with yourselves.
But I mean, I'm just gonna be completely honest. I just was not very good. But I played probably 6 years.
Yeah, I've been watching baseball since I was like maybe 8 or 9, just because my dad always had it on, and then I started to get into it more. So it's always been my love.
That one's popped up high in the infield. Diaz calls off Dodson to retire the side. So nice work in relief of Caparelli as he's able to get a nice job done there. Falcons 2-3-4 as they're still looking for their first run through 3.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
Cody Gregory will lead it off against Hernandez here in the bottom of the 4th.
24, Cody Gregory.
Still a 5-0 ball game, Eagles. Hernandez settling in as he's had full control of the Falcons thus far, only giving up 1 hit through 3. And that lone hit was to Cody Gregory. As a curveball swing and a miss from Gregory, 0-1.
Gregory's batting .270 on the year.
Yeah, he's improved his batting average significantly, too.
The swing and a miss on that one as well. So Gregory's down quickly, 0-2, and not what you want if you're Gregory against Hernandez, who has been tremendous thus far.
Yeah, Hernandez has been aggressive against these guys, and it's been tough for them to get out of these early holes.
It's been a lot of attacking straight through these Solano hitters. That one's lined into left field and run down from Whitaker. Wow. Showing off his speed out in left for the first out.
I feel like we shouldn't talk about Whitaker anymore because we could just spend the whole broadcast just admiring him and his speed and his defense, his offense, his this and this and that. He's just, he's that player.
Definitely could tell he's an athlete out there.
I just like the hustle that he has. And in contrast, I love how nonchalant Hernandez is on, like you guys have been saying, he's been stretching, he's been like moving around. I just love how casual he is on the mound.
If it's working for him.
Exactly. Keep it going.
Exactly. That one hits Denning, however. So Denning reaches on the hit by pitch.
Let's see if that'll get something started.
The Falcons have only had Hernandez go out of the stretch just once
Number 11, Nate
today.
Gutierrez.
And that was on the base hit from Gregory. Denning ended up walking. And then that ended up being Gutierrez. So technically 2 hitters, if you want to say that. That's a ground ball. Perfect for Castillo, but unable to make that one. And that gets away from Proctor out and right. Wow. Heads up base running from Jared Denning. Move it to third on that mishap from the Eagles.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Denning was just flying into second, and it looked like he was just going to keep going. Then he realized that the right fielder Proctor had gotten the ball. But then, so when he was once he started running back to second, he saw that he missed, like he didn't get the ball, and then he turned around and started running back to third. So great heads-up play by Denning right there.
Is that an E4?
Without a doubt.
Okay, I always want to double check with you because we're not really. You like to give them hits. You like to be. You're more of a nice guy. For me, it's like that's an error. Nope, shoulda made the play. You're more of like, no, I think that was a hit. It was hard hit. It was blah blah blah.
You got to see on it's all depending on the play.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And how hard the ball's hit and how slowly it's hit. You got to weigh these factors into what your decision is. That one was was easily an error.
Yeah, which is right under his glove in between his legs. But he did play it like he did make the catch and he threw to second.
He had the look.
Yeah.
Just didn't have the ball.
Didn't complete the play.
Nice shot from Monzo. Keep that one in front of him. 2-0.
Yeah, that's 2 straight in a row in the dirt for Monzo. Doing a good job keeping Denning on third.
Hernandez looking for a double play ball to get him out of the inning. Down 2-0 to Krebs. That curveball misses inside. 3-0 now. Falcons finally threatening as they had their first runner to third on the day so far.
Yeah, seems like this is the only pickle that he's been in thus far. It's not really used to the situation.
As Hernandez just lobs that one in for a strike. 3-1. Krebs is looking for his pitch and his pitch only. See if he gets it here. Although Hernandez has thrown a heavy dose of breaking balls and throws it again there. But Krebs fouls it off, brings it to 3-2 now. See Gutierrez on the screen there at first with Knowles. Hernandez sets and delivers. Look like a changeup ground ball to Esparza. Let's see if they can turn 2 on over to Castillo to Knowles, and he's out of there for an inning-ending double play to retire the side. Nice job from Hernandez, able to get out of some trouble as we go to the top of the 5th through 4. Eagles 5-0.
Hi, I'm Cody Gregory, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back.
Number 2.
As Cameron Proctor will lead it off in the top of the 5th. Caparelli still in relief as he took over for Natter last inning. First pitch from Caparelli for a ball. Proctor reached on an error and came around to score in the 3rd. Flew out to left his first time up. He fouls that one. It goes in the backstop, 1-1. That one's in there. Proctor did a little double take, making sure that was a strike. 1-2 now. Caparelli up in the count. See if we see that big 12-6 breaking ball here. We do, but low. Nice job from Proctor. Able to lay off that one. 2-2.
And it's good to see Caparelli, not that we didn't expect him to come back out there, but to come back out there with confidence and establishing his pitches quickly.
Yeah, Laney has not made it easy for any pitcher for Solano today.
So there's a bit of confusion on the strike, on the count right now.
Sounded like the umpire said, get the board right, and I'll be right. Wow. That's
spicy right there.
Yeah.
A little bit of attitude from the home plate umpire there. That one's in the dirt, so Proctor draws a walk to lead off the 5th inning. That'll bring a Tungwe.
Number 15, Armando.
Denning out, talking to Caparelli. Maybe just telling him to keep it easy.
Yeah, it seemed like Caparelli was a little bit upset with the home plate umpire there. There was a lot of confusion there.
Yeah, and no better guy than Denning to calm down his pitcher. He definitely has that kind of leadership role. He definitely established that this season.
Denning, Gutierrez, Pearsall, and Diaz, some of the blocks for the Solano team this year. Caparelli checks on Proctor. Decent lead over at first, checks on him. But Proctor's back in there safely. And Proctor has no stolen bases on the year. As Tungwe takes that one inside. However, we have seen Proctor's speed out on the base paths so far, and also in right field.
Yeah, I want to say that was his first walk on the season, too.
Fastball finds the zone inside. Brings it to 1-1 now.
Yeah, safe to say Laney's got some quick guys out there in the outfield with Whitaker and Proctor.
Laney with 25 stolen bases collectively as a team. So definitely a threat to go, as there goes Proctor from Denning. As that goes into center field, the throw from Verrett now to third. And in there is Proctor. So nice base running from Proctor as he works his first stolen base of the year.
It's rough for Denning, though. He got the throw there in time. Just needs his teammate to get that ball.
So man on third now, no outs. Infield will come in on that one. 1-2 count to Tungwe. See if Caparelli can set him down. Curveball fielded cleanly. Nice job from Dotson over there at third. Throws on over to Gutierrez for the first out.
Great play by Dotson. It's always tough when you're coming in and then the ball gets hit right to you, especially at third. It's quick. So great play by him.
Yeah, it was, like you said, great play to get to it quickly and also calm himself down a little bit, look at third to make sure he doesn't go, and then get the first out at first.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys rush their throws, their footing and everything on especially a play like that when there's runner at third and they gotta check on him. But Dotson, nice job right there, able to keep his composure, stay calm, and make a nice throw over to Gutierrez and keep Proctor stay put at third. That curveball hangs, driven out in left field, and Gregory's there, but tagging up is Proctor, scoring on the sacrifice fly from Whitaker, extends it now to 6-0 Eagles.
First time Whitaker is retired in the game, and he's retired via the sac fly. So he
Still
gets an
productive.
RBI.
Still productive.
Still doing his job out there.
For Whitaker, that'll be his ninth RBI on the year now. Looked like Caparelli might have lost his footing on that first pitch. 2 down now. Castillo at the plate has been set down 3 straight times from the strikeout. Trying to change that here. 1-1 on that swing and miss. Reed's on deck.
Castillo just looks awfully aggressive out there today. He's just swinging at a lot of pitches.
Almost too aggressive.
Yeah.
That one's fouled and almost snagged over there from the third base coach.
Yeah, he's been just a little too aggressive with 2 strikeouts. Definitely doesn't want to get a third one right here and get 3 strikeouts is just a sombrero, right? No, that's a hat trick. And then the golden sombrero is 4. So you definitely don't want to get a hat trick right now.
Caparelli and catches Castillo, looking to indeed get him the golden sombrero. So Eagles add 1 more here in the 5th. Falcons still looking for that first run as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
This is Justin Brown. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Justin Brown will lead it off for the Falcons. Brown, in his one lone appearance up at the plate, popped out to Esparza at shortstop in the 2nd. First pitch misses. Here's the 1-0. It's a ground ball softly down the third baseline, but foul over by Tungwe at third.
Yeah, comparing Brown to Castillo, they're both very aggressive hitters. When they come to the plate, they swing almost every time, especially on the first pitch. But they definitely both have the speed, too.
The breaking ball's inside.
So if he gets it on the ground, he tries to hustle himself all the way to first and hopefully be safe.
And you know, I always like that when players hit that blooper to second or
ground ball snagged over there by Esparza. Here's a throw and a stretch from Knowles, but gets off the bag. Wow, that was a nice try by Knowles over there at first, unable to keep his foot on the bag. So Brown gets on that one.
Esparza's been putting up a clinic today.
Yeah, that play just left me speechless.
Flashy.
I was talking and then I just
Flashy over
seen
there,
that play.
short.
That was amazing.
Well, Carlos Correa-esque over there. Just covering every inch of the infield.
And that ball took a bad hop, too, and he was able to adjust and still make the play. That was
Yeah,
a
I thought
great
that was
play.
going to go past him, but
Yeah.
he put the glove down just in time.
How about credit to Knowles, able to just at least keep it close and able to still catch it as he had to stretch out, almost do the splits on that one. That hurt me.
Like Freddie Freeman, I love seeing players do splits.
Freddie Freeman is a freak of nature. The amount of times he's done the splits at first is
In one game.
ridiculous.
I mean, just as another man, watching another
Yep.
man do the splits.
Oh,
That is
wow.
quite a sight. I mean, you don't know so odd, but
Grow up.
it's very difficult.
Check on over to first. Brown's back in there. Yeah, so it's rough. You got to be flexible, that's for sure. I've seen
That's dedication.
many of people pull a groin on that play. Corral drives that into center field, and Gaitan's there for the first out. A nice jump on that one. He has the shades on in center field, so that'll bring up Dotson. Here's one down.
Number 4.
Shades are definitely a must in Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. There's a lot of shade, a lot of sun. It's definitely tough out there for the outfielders.
And the Falcons have had a decent amount of line drives, at least good hit balls off the bat from Hernandez, but just have not found any room to fall down on. Brown able to move up on the wild pitch from Hernandez, puts a runner in scoring position just for the second time today.
Yeah, and like you were saying, there's been a lot of balls where I thought they were going to get down, but the outfielders are just quick and just things are not going Solano's way.
Yeah, Whitaker, tremendous speed out there and left. Proctor, we saw that on the base paths last half inning. And Gaitan showing it as well.
Definitely helping Hernandez out a lot today.
Yeah, and there's bullpen action, too, for Laney. So maybe his last inning.
3-0 the count now.
Yeah, I think there was – it looked kind of soft when he threw that. A little too nonchalant. Maybe he kind of hurt himself or something because he automatically asked Monzo to come to him.
Yeah, just a weird play right there. So we got someone, we identified that finally for the Eagles in McGrain Pledger warming up out there for the Eagles. But I don't think that the coach has a short leash on Hernandez, as he's done a great job, has yet to give up a run.
Yeah, but you never want to put someone in the position to get hurt. You know what I mean? So even if he's doing
Pitch
a great
count's up.
job.
Pitch count is up. So we'll see what Hernandez, how short of a leash he does have. Dawson shows bunt. That one's in the dirt, draws a walk.
Yeah, I think a 4-pitch walk doesn't really help your case that much right now, but Hernandez has been playing great today, so we'll see how long his coach holds on to him.
That'll set up the double play ball. See if Hernandez can get another inning-ending double play. As Diaz is up now, struck out in his first at-bat. Diaz looking to put the Falcons up on the board for the first time today. It can do just that with a base hit in the outfield with Brown speed. Hernandez steps off.
Like Soad mentioned earlier, Diaz has been one of the hottest players on the team, so this is a good spot for a hot hitter.
Yeah, Brian has to be careful, though, at second, dancing around over there. We haven't really seen much from Hernandez when it comes to throwing over, but you definitely don't want to put your team down.
As a bunt from Diaz, but foul.
That was a little odd. It looked like he pulled it back and then said, no, I'm still going to bunt it, and then hit it. That was a little odd there.
Yeah, some might say that was so odd.
That was a good one, so odd.
That was pretty
People
good.
don't like it when I say it because it's my name. Usually other people say it, but I'm reclaiming it. But, yeah, he did look like he just kind of slapped that to get on.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
It's got to move from Hernandez, but Esparza's not there.
I think that was the hand signal for I got you next time.
Here's the 0-1 to Diaz. That one floats in for a strike.
That looked like it was a little bit outside, maybe a little high too.
Monzo's selling it a little bit there.
Yeah, fans are not happy with that specific call right there. Some of them saying make the call.
Surprised he got that one too, being that it's inside.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, 0-2 the count now. Diaz has got to protect. Maybe slash something into left field. That big 5-6 hole is wide open. Look like a changeup. There goes Brown. Here's a throw, and he is out of there. So try to do a nice slide into third, get around the tag of Tungwe, but unable to, as there's now 2 outs now.
Yeah, he was trying to imitate the play that Diaz did that one time at home where he did kind of the Ichiro, where it looked like he was going to be out by a mile, but just got his hand inside. But sadly, it wasn't safe for Brown.
So 1-2, ground ball past Esparza into left field. Getting the wave is Dotson, and he will score easily on the mishap from Whitaker out in left field. So an RBI single puts the Falcons on the board for the first time today. 6-1 ball game.
You know, it's really easy for us to say, well, that could have been 2 now. That could have been a 2 RBI for Roberto had Brown been safe. But when you're in baseball, you can't think like that. You can't think of what ifs or could haves. And instead, just be happy that Roberto got
So 1-2.
Got into
ground
that
ball
one
on that
opposite
breaking
field.
ball. And Dotson's blazing speed. Able to score easily. As Verrett shows bunt. Tries to bunt that one, but foul.
Yeah, that was good hitting for Diaz going opposite field over there and getting Dodson to score on that. You seemed a little surprised that Verrett was bunting.
2 outs. They're down 6-1 in the 5th. A little shocking. But with Verrett's speed, always a possibility. That curveball misses. Tungwe is now even at the bag at third. Knowles just behind the bag at first.
Yeah, Solano's got a little bit of momentum here, so let's see what they can do. It's 2 outs, but hey, 2-out rally.
As that one's fouled. Verrett able to just get a piece there. Brings it to 1-2.
Is it a deuces wild?
It would be if it was a 2-2 count, not a 1-2 count.
Oh, my bad. I asked a question. Okay, Andy, don't ever ask Chris any questions or he's going to snap. Just kidding.
I didn't snap, so odd.
Oh, no, I noted that.
Thanks, guys. The 1-2 popped up. Looks to be an easy play for Knowles and is. So the Falcons able to get 1 run here in the 5th. Finally on the board as we'll head to the 6th inning.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.
Caparelli still on the mound. Reed up there at the plate. And for Reed, looking for his second hit on the day. And does get it on that rope into right field. First pitch fastball. So leadoff single for Reed. Now Knowles up. Knowles drew 2 walks and singled his last time up. Looking to keep it going for the Eagles as they've had great success so far offensively.
10, Liam Knowles.
Caparelli sets and delivers in there for a strike. Knowles, got to give him props once again. But the stretches out there at first just still amazes me. As that's driven into left, but there is Gregory for the first out.
It was like last minute he put his glove in and he made the catch. But that was a liner.
Yeah.
Line drive, nice job. Able to track that and turn his body. Able to make it look easy out there and left.
Yeah, you heard some groans in the stands when that was hit. So it looked like it could have been trouble, but thankfully Gregory was out there playing the depth correctly.
And it's so funny because Knowles is a big guy, so he didn't even seem like he swung that hard.
And that is foul.
Just foul.
Just fouled down the left field line, and Reed had a tremendous jump
He actually,
off of Caparelli.
I think
Left
it was
early.
It was a hit and run.
Wow.
That was a break there for Solano. He was going to go all the way home.
If Gaitan didn't swing at that one, I think that Reed even had a chance to steal second standing up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big of a jump Reed got over there at first. So Caparelli might want to change his timing. His pauses up there on the mound, throw off Reed. That one's fouled off the handle of Gaitan. 0-2.
Yeah, for a second I thought Reed was at second because he was at third so quickly.
By the time the ball hit down in left field, Reed was halfway to third.
Mm-hmm.
It really did look like he was just on second. He just got a late break, and then he's running all the way back to first.
Ground ball to Diaz to see if they can turn two to Corral, and fumbles the exchange to Gutierrez.
Looked like Reed may have gotten in
And
the way.
now they're calling it a double play. Reed with a runner's interference on that one as he did not slide into second. So that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 inning of work for Caparelli as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Falcons looking to get back into this one.
Hi, I'm Cody Gregory, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Next up to bat.
We have a new pitcher for the Eagles in McGrain Pledger coming on for Hernandez. So Hernandez's day is done. 5 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 run given up, and 1 walk. So an overall great day for Hernandez, and what a even better for Pledger with a 5-run lead heading into the 6th. Great job for the Eagles. Nice recipe for success.
Yeah, not surprising to see him leave the game, though. It's the 6th inning. His pitch count was rising, and he just didn't look too comfortable on the mound. So you'd rather be safe than sorry, especially with a stud like Hernandez.
Here's a 0-1 to Gregory inside, 1-1.
Let's see with the new pitcher, see if Solano can get something started. They couldn't really find out much with Hernandez, but it's a new day.
That curveball hung up into left center, and a little miscommunication out there, but Gaitan able to come down with that one.
Yeah, Whitaker doesn't look, I don't know, I can't really see their faces from here, but his body language looked like he was kind of upset. But they're probably buddies, so they were he's giving him some.
I don't think they told each other that they were getting it. I think they just both went to the spot and no one called it.
No, but Andy, to go back on what you said, I like how you said it's a new day, because when a relief pitcher comes in, it's almost like a whole new day, a whole new game. You kind of have to pretend it's a 0-0 score, because this is the first time seeing this guy, you know, in this particular game. So you kind of have to have that mindset.
And you always see that in the bigs, being that, you know, a starting pitcher is dominating someone through, say, 7, 8 innings, and then they hand it off to the closer or setup guy, and it entirely changes the game, because the team was getting dominated from that one guy, couldn't find out what it was, and now they see a new change of scenery, and it's, you know, it somehow, some way changes the whole atmosphere of that game. And usually that's when things start to go downhill for when you change a pitcher. It's just weird how it happens.
I mean, we've seen it before, too, firsthand, when a guy's dominating and then you switch in a reliever, like you said, a setup man or whoever, and it just goes downhill. He doesn't have that command, that control. He's not that comfortable on the mound. He doesn't have that, like, recipe for success with the home plate umpire that the starting pitcher had. He kind of got familiar with the umpire, what he likes and what he doesn't like. Just baseball isn't as easy as it might seem when it comes to, like, coming into a game.
As that one's driven into right, back goes Proctor, and that'll hang up and come down for the 2nd out. Denning just got under that one.
Yeah, that was up in the air for a while. Proctor looked like he was going right, he was going left, and he couldn't really figure out where that thing was going to come down.
Nice job at finally tracking it down. So 2 down now, and that'll bring up Nate Gutierrez. Reached on an error his last time up.
We can see here the flagpole is going, so the wind up there is heavy.
Yeah, it's going towards left field. You know, for a second, I kind of forgot that was Denning at bat, because I'm so used to hearing his walk-up song, and recently he changed it, so I don't hear that. You know, you get familiar with a song and a guy, so when he changed it up on me, I'm like, oh, it's a new guy. Like, oh, no, that's still Denning.
I like the change, though. Plug Walk by Rich the Kid. It's a good song. That might be my walk-up song right now.
You know my walk-up song? It's going to be Take On Me by Aha.
Okay.
Throw it back to the 80s.
A weak ground ball. No one's covering first, and unable to make the play is Pledger. So Gutierrez reaches on an infield single. Just a miscommunication over there.
That kind of looked like, I feel like I throw this person out a lot, but John Smoltz, where he kind of rolled over, went on his belly, and still tried to throw it, but, you know, it wasn't going to be safe. But like you said, it was kind of miscommunication. No one was covering first. They were all attacking it.
Pledger.
Good effort,
almost,
though.
Yeah,
almost made the play.
Definitely stayed with it.
Castillo, nice job of running all the way from second over to first to try and cover, but just a tad too late. So that'll extend the inning, and first pitch to Krebs is in there for a strike.
You know, it kind of sucks after you make a play like that when you're on your belly and then you have to go on the mound in the center of the diamond, center of attention. Everyone's looking at you and you kind of just want to be like, okay, can I get a minute, please, to collect my thoughts? I mean, that's what I would do, basically.
So Krebs grounded out to short his first time up and also grounded out into a double play. Back in the fourth. It's down 1-2 now. Got to protect here. Looks like we have a pinch hitter on deck in Jorge Chenart. So we'll see if he comes on in the sixth. 2 down. The pitch to Krebs, curveball inside.
Pledger right now wanting to keep Laney's momentum in this game. Doing a pretty good job of it right now.
See if Pledger can have a nice inning of relief. The curveball hangs, popped up near the Eagle dugout. Here comes Knowles, but foul. So it falls right into the dugout of the Eagles.
Shout out to the players that didn't move but just covered their head with their hand. Like, that was going to make that big of a difference if they get binked in the head. That was really funny.
They're expecting Monzo to get over there, save him.
I love seeing, like, the bullpen guys, like, in the majors. They don't move after, like, a ball gets lined toward them. They're used to it. It was the Cubs. I think it was Travis Wood. He did not flinch and was, like, 2 inches away from his head.
That one's in the dirt. Nice job from Monzo, able to keep it in front of him. So full count now to Krebs. Gutierrez will go ahead and get a head start over there at first. Knowles will back off. Pleasure sets. Here's the 3-2 to Krebs. He works a base on balls to extend the inning. So runners at first and second now with pinch hitter Jorge Chenart coming up to the plate.
You know, we saw the magic working for Laney in the first inning. Everything was happening with 2 outs. There's 2 outs here for the Falcons, so hopefully they can do this, have the same magic, especially with Chenart stepping up to the plate now.
Yeah, and you can hear it from their bench. They're excited, especially after that walk. So let's see if they can get a little 2-out rally here.
Chenart, sophomore, standing 5'7" out of American.
First pitch to Chenart misses. 1-0. Tungwe even at the bat at third. Outfield playing straight up for the Eagles. Eagles looking to get out of this jam. Curveball once again in the dirt. Nice shot from Monzo. 2-0. Corrals on deck. Dotson in the hole. Falcons threatening here in the bottom of the 6th. Looking to add one more chip away at that 6-1 deficit. Here's the 2-0. In there, 2-1 now.
Like you said, you have to chip away. You're down 6-1, 2 outs here, 2 on. Don't be too aggressive. It's good to be aggressive, but when you're down, it's not good to be too aggressive. And, you know, make an out when your team needs you to get on. And you don't have to do anything fancy, really. No one's expecting you to hit, you know, a home run or anything. Just at least get on and keep the line moving.
Yeah, a walk loads the base.
That's lined into right field for a base hit. Gutierrez is getting the wave. Here's the throw from Proctor and gets away from Monzo. Wow, that could have been a close one.
That was a fantastic throw, but like you said, just got away from Monzo.
That's tough because Monzo has been great behind the plate all day today, and that was
just that one ball.
Yeah, that one
ball looked like the ball looked like it just stayed down on Monzo right there, so unable to corral that one. As you see here on the replay, nice job from Proctor, nice throw. It short hopped him and it almost hit the lip, it looked like, of where the grass and dirt meet right in front of home plate. So tough play from Monzo, but an RBI single for Jorge Chenart puts the Falcons on the board once again. 6-2 ball game now. Runners at second and third on the throw that got away from Monzo.
Yeah, it looked like Cameron out there did the Eric Burns. I forget, he calls it like the tuck and roll or something like that, where you just throw your whole weight into the throw. Usually you see guys just lean back and throw, but he threw his whole weight.
That curveball drops in. 0-2. And that's what it's called, so on? The Eric Burns?
I call it the Eric. Every time I see someone do that,
honestly,
it's the Eric Burns.
Eric Burns is my favorite player, so shout out
My
Eric Burns.
my favorite guy on MLB Network by far.
Oh my God, I love him. This is a situation you want to see Corral exceed in. You want to see him bounce back.
A swing and a miss on that one. Here's the throw on the drop third strike, and that'll end the inning. So the Falcons able to add one more in the RBI single from Chenard, pinch hitting as we head to the top of the 7th, 6-2 ball game.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.
Number 14, Sammy
Welcome back.
Esparza.
As Esparza will lead it off for the Eagles here in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Caparelli is popped up. Gutierrez has room, first base side, and makes the catch for the first out.
Quick one out. That's exactly what you want from Caparelli right now.
Exactly what you want. You want a 1-2-3. Definitely want to get back up as soon as possible because Solano was playing pretty well on offense. So I want to make this a quick inning.
So 1 pitch, 1 out. Just what the doctor ordered for Caparelli.
The doctor ordered.
You never heard that?
No, I was going to say I love I was literally going to say in the same breath before you interrupted me how I love when you say that.
Hey, I even added it into the women's basketball playoff game.
You
just,
did.
just for you. Shout out,
did.
Chris.
Thanks, Andy. Glad I could rub off on you guys.
Only Andy. Don't worry about me.
Alrighty then.
You know, I do love when you say
Oh,
window
man.
shopping too. You should bring that back when someone's caught looking.
Can't say it too much, but
I guess.
here's the 1-1.
Oh,
Gets away from Denning.
And it was coming right for us. Thank you.
if anyone was wondering, I watched Soad. She did not flinch.
So that's a step in the right direction. There you go.
It was too far away for me to flinch.
That's true.
Has to be in my general direction.
The swing and a miss on a healthy cut from Monzo. 2-2.
Listen, one day a ball's going to get through these nets. I promise you. And it's going to bink one of y'all in the head. And I'm going to laugh. Ask if you're okay.
When the day
and then
comes, then we'll talk about Assad, but
Nope.
I highly doubt that's going to happen. Ground ball, foul.
Wow.
Just left of the bag at third. The Falcons catch a break there as that looked like it went right over the bag.
Doesn't get much closer than that.
Andy, if you were a baseball player, would you be a stirrups kind of guy or socks down?
I don't think I would be a stirrups kind of guy, but I always have my my pants pulled up really, really high.
Hunter Pence-esque?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Definitely love that look.
Don't like Hunter Pence, but like him.
Anyway, let's move on.
Andy, you're an Ace fan, correct?
Definitely.
That curveball hangs. That's driven into left field for a base hit. Rounding first, taking a big turn is Monzo, but retreats back for a single.
Puts it right in the same spot. You just hit it. It's a little bit farther.
Caparelli catches a break on that one. That curveball was hung up.
Yeah. That's the problem with those 12-6s is if you throw it incorrectly, man, they can go yard just like that.
That one able to stay down and just for a line drive base hit. But leave that up to a power hitter, especially a power lefty. That's going to go far. Here's a ground ball. Let's see if the Falcons can turn two. Here's one and not two. So a fielder's choice off the bat of Proctor. 2 down now. Here comes Tungwe.
Yeah, he's just too quick. We saw him on the base paths when he did get on via the walk in the 5th inning, and his defense all game just not defense just not quick enough to get him. But rather have the 1 out than a no out.
So 2 down now. Tungwe at the plate. Grounded out to third his last time up. Proctor with a decent lead at first. Not going. Fouled back. 0-1.
Caporali looking pretty confident out there this inning. That first quick out, it's been looking pretty good. Definitely been a positive change for Solano in this game.
There's a swing and a miss from Tungwe. He's down 0-2. And usually it's vice versa for the Falcons. Usually see the starting pitching being the bright spot, the good base for them in the game, getting good starting pitching. But it's been vice versa. And the Caporelli doing a tremendous job so far in relief of Teddy Natter, who struggled in the first inning, and kind of that's what's been the ball game, is that big first inning from the Eagles.
Yeah, and the 7th inning's usually, as he checks on Proctor and he returns safely, the 7th inning's usually the Achilles heel for Solano too. We've seen them time in and time out, just can't really hold down, whether it's a lead or if they're down just by 1 or 2, can never hold it close enough for them to rally back in the next couple innings. So hopefully this inning is a little different.
Here's the 1-2 fastball. Caught by Diaz to retire the side.
Great catch right there.
Nice job, Web Gem nominee, as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch.
Back in the next couple innings.
Hey, this is Nick Dodson. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back. See a nice shot of Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Nick Dotson will lead it off in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the first pitch from Pledger. A fastball in there for a strike. Dotson walked and came around to score. His last time up in the 5th. Falcons looking to get back into this game as he swings and misses on that one. 0-2 the count now. Falcons just down to the last 9 outs. And usually, like we said here before on the broadcast, the 7th inning has been the inning for the Falcons. That one's fouled into the glove of Monzo for the first out.
Now here's the man of the inning, Roberto Diaz, with an amazing play, as we're going to get a replay of it as soon as he...
It's a 1-2. Fastball. Oh! Nice job. Just that extra by Diaz to jump and leap.
Threw the ball down a little bit like a football touchdown spike.
Oh, he felt like the man after that one.
He should.
And he is the man.
Yeah. Inning ending, there's no other way to script that.
Yeah.
Just to able to make that web gem play and walk off like you're the man of the hour.
That was a big play. It saved an RBI.
I feel like I keep throwing Carlos Correa's name out like nonchalant as he smacks that ball into center field.
Back goes Proctor, but makes the catch right in front of the 370 sign out in right center for the second out.
They can't get anything away from those outfielders out there.
The speed of the Eagles out in the outfield is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that so far this season.
To go back on the player comp I was saying earlier, we used to call him Christian Yelich when he played center field. Obviously, he moved to shortstop. I want to say Carlos Correa is so bad, but Correa bats right, and Yelich, Diaz bats left. But it's just the way that he plays the game with enthusiasm and how he plays defense, always in and out of the camera shot because he's always moving his feet, just reminds me so much of Carlos Correa. And that's definitely not a knock.
I could see it, especially defensively.
What do you think?
That's something I'd have to think about. Player comps are hard, so odd. Sometimes they're hard. Oh, well, we can't all be like you, so odd.
And that's a fact. Thanks for acknowledging it.
Of course.
Thankfully, on the replay, though, of Diaz's play, you didn't get to hear Andy scream.
Oh, no, they heard it in the broadcast. It was exciting. I get excited.
2-1 to Verrett. Pledger looking for a 1-2-3 inning. That's fouled on the check swing into the glove of Monzo. 2-2. This is the Deuces Wild.
Oh, so thank you.
Yeah, of course. I got you.
So what do I do?
Here they go.
What do I do?
You got to touch your cap.
So look at them. You got to look at the dugout. See what they do. You got to mimic it.
I'm doing it.
We're all doing it in the broadcast here.
Not Chris.
They pulled.
Chris, come on.
Chris, come on.
They pulled. I was having you guys look at it. I knew what was going on.
So I do this, and then I go like
this.
this.
You read the side of your bill?
They're rubbing the top of their bill, though.
It's the top to the side.
Okay,
you really want to? Okay, so you want to get technical on me?
Yeah, we're a team. This is what team does.
For everyone who can't see what we're doing, we're grabbing the top of our bills, of our fake bills, because I'm not wearing a hat.
Yeah, there.
With our 2 fingers, shaking it a little bit.
Chris isn't doing it, though. He's too cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I just did it. I just did it on the last one.
Superstition has to be with everybody,
it goes in threes.
We're trying to get a shot from our cameraman.
Look at
Brian Nelson. See if we can get it.
Look, we're all doing it. Oh.
There you go. That's the Deuces Wild right there. Verrett calls time.
Can you explain to me why? It's just a superstition thing, right? I'm sorry. I have to,
yes.
I ask you to explain every game.
That curveball misses. 3-2 the count now. You should ask that next time you interview the next Best Buy player of the game.
And I will. Thank you.
That could be one of your solid interview questions. You're welcome, Sawad. As that's lined into the glove of Knowles to end the inning. So nice work from Pledger as he retires the Falcons 1-2-3 in order as we head to the top of the 8th. Welcome back as Kevin Whitaker will lead it off in the top of the 8th. 6-2 ball game. Eagles took a early 3-0 lead to start off the game in the first as it's popped up behind the plate. Denning has room, and here just off the netting, actually off the pole, right in front of our cameraman, Brian Nelson, who's now just switched in the half inning from third to first.
Listen, Brian can do it all. He's a producer. He does the games occasionally. He can do camera. He can do it all.
He's the man.
Stan.
Brian Versatile.
Wait.
Nelson.
You said the man Stan?
Rhyming? You never heard that? No? Alrighty then. He's the man, Stan.
Well, you said it so weird. It wasn't funny. Anyway.
Alrighty,
that ball
Saad.
is called.
Anyway.
That pitch is called a ball.
So
Chris, I'm
aggressive.
joking. It's because
Wow.
I'm the one that's supposed to come up with the puns and the rhyming. You're supposed to be the smart one, the analytic one.
Wow.
The 1-1 to Whitaker in there for a strike.
So what's my place in this team? So
You don't have one yet. You haven't
He's
earned
a-
it.
He's more. Andy, you're more of a flex play. You're a little of everything.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
give,
you,
I'll give it to
Chris.
you. Yeah, of course, Andy.
I'm definitely on Team Chris now.
Here's the pitch.
As that is roped into left center. That's going to be extra bases. A nice play out in the outfield. Nice job from Cody. Gregory out in left. Took his momentum towards center. Was able to flick it to Verrett, who is actually heading towards the third base side. And reels that in on the relay.
I think that saved a triple, honestly.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, you can try and get the momentum back to you and try to make the out or whatever plays in front of you, or you can do what he did and just toss it to Verrett, who, like Chris was saying, had the momentum already going in third. It doesn't really look pretty necessarily, but if it gets the job done, it does.
And Whitaker's got incredible speed, so he was already on his way over there.
I think if Gregory kept that and broke down his feet and turned around, I think Whitaker would have had an easy third base. As that's a slash bunt, third base side. And that's going to be a bunt single, as that'll be from Ryan Jenkins, pinch hitter for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a great bunt right there. Put it in just a difficult enough position where the third base pitcher and catcher all couldn't really figure out who was going to get to it.
So nice execution of that bunt. Able to put runners on the corners, no outs, with big power hitter Reed at the plate. Nowhere to put him. So we have action in the Falcon bullpen. And that'll be Clothier warming up out there.
Say his name 5 times fast.
Clothier, 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 Clothier.
Obviously, you don't know what fast means, but congrats.
I'm not trying to make myself an embarrassment on the broadcast.
I'm
so
going to start selling shirts that says Team Sowad and Team Chris. And then before the game, we're going to have everyone, including the players, wear it. And
Wow.
see what team.
Can
you wanna see
make a
who
shirt
can-
that says Team Flex Position?
No.
Flex play.
Are you having a good day today, Saad?
Am I not allowed to have a good day? Every time there's a game, like, I'm in class and I can see myself kind of drifting away and I realize there's a game today. No matter what, I get happy. So yeah, I am happy. Thank you.
Okay.
Shout out to baseball.
So Caparelli's getting a mound visit, as they're probably calling to the bullpen here soon, but buying time for Clothier from Coach Robbie Rogers.
They've been warming up since about the 6th inning, so Caparelli's been playing excellent and telling Coach, hey, keep me in.
He's earned that respect, though.
Yeah.
He's earned for him to say that. He came in, it was 6-0, and he hasn't let a run come in.
As we So it looks like we had a mound visit. Salampa was trying to make a pitching change, but is unable to because you can't have back-to-back mound visits like that. So Caparelli will at least stay in for a pitch. We'll see if Salampa lets him play out the hitter and Reed Still no outs, runners at the corners. Caparelli is in his first jam since coming in back in the 4th.
Yeah, and Reed's 2 for 4 with 2 singles, so trying to retire him here.
Yeah, I believe Reed is 4th in the conference in home runs, so he is a really good power hitter, and he bats .350, so this is a tough hitter.
And he bats .350. No, definitely. There's a bunch of guys on this team that you can just say that stat for.
That's roped into right center for a base hit. That's going to be extra bases. Here comes Whitaker getting the wave and actually staying put. Last second is Jenkins. So an RBI double for Reed puts the game now at the 7-2 Eagles.
I believe, like I said, Reed being a great hitter, that's his 5th double on the year.
I believe this will be the pitching change. So it looks like that's going to be it for Caparelli. He's been great, though, since coming in, relieving Teddy Natter. Just calming down the Laney offense. There's nothing much you can do here. This is what they've been doing all game. Just roping it into the outfield, hitting it where they're not.
And Laney hasn't made it easy either for Caparelli. There's been guys on base, but Caparelli has kept his composure, and he pitched very well.
So that'll be it for Caparelli. Nice job in coming in for Natter back in the 4th. So Clothier gets the call from the bullpen, making his
number 22,
6th appearance on the year. 12 1/3 innings pitched. Hitters are hitting .414 against him, so looking to cut that down here in a jam. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, no outs here in the top of the 8th. 7-2 ball game. Eagles looking to add on some more. Chris Savaglia along with Soa Balazzi and Andy Chase.
I mean, regardless of the score, it's been actually a fun game. It feels like it's been a back and forth kind of game. It's just the score hasn't really shown that, because Solano did actually pick it up, and they've been getting on base at least, just not really necessarily moving them along, like, base to base.
Yeah, so Solano definitely struggled so far in this ball game, and looking to pick things up as league starts next week. So they got this game against Laney, and I believe they play Thursday, or excuse me, I think it might be Saturday, back at home against Los Medanos. So we'll see if the Falcons can pick it up here in the next week and start playing better when league starts. So Clothier's first taste of the game will be Knowles, who flew out to left his last time up. Clothier sets. Infield is in for the Falcons. It's the first pitch breaking ball is in the dirt.
Knowles probably not the guy you want to see against Laney. He is the best hitter on the team, and that says a lot with a lot of good hitters on this team.
Just looks cool, calm, and collective up at the plate. That fastball hits the outside corner for a strike. As you see, quick bat speed from Knowles. Clothier sets. Here's the 1-1. Curveball lined right past Corral at second base. Jenkins scores. Here comes Reed, and the throw is cut off. So a 2 RBI single for Knowles puts it now to 9-2 Eagles.
And just like Andy said, that's not. Oh, you can say that about a lot of guys, though, but specifically Knowles, you didn't really want to see him up there with runners on because he was going to do what he just did.
So Gaitan is up at the plate. A check from Clothier on Knowles, back in safely.
Yeah, Laney looking like they're probably going to be a pretty good offensive team this year with 5 guys batting over 300.
That's roped into left field. Back goes Gregory. Track ball out of here. So a 2-run shot for Jerry Gaitan. extends it now to 11-2 Eagles.
Just like that, everything just quieted down. You don't really hear much from the Solano bullpen or really the fans in the stands right now. But when you look at Solano's bullpen, you see there is action. So it's very short for Alex here in this inning.
Up to bat.
You see he got a fastball he liked and took full advantage of that one. That was over the high part of the fence, not even the short porch out and left. So that'll be Gaitan's first home run on the season.
That must have felt good, though, especially not even a cheapie, not a solo jack. It was a 2-run bomb.
That one's fouled off the bat of Esparza. Looked like he was trying to do the same thing as his teammate, go back-to-back.
Are you allowed to keep the ball if you hit a home run?
If you want to go out to left field and fetch it. That one's blooped out into right. In comes Krebs. Makes the catch for the first out.
Definitely nice to get the first out here. Cluthier? Cluthier. Struggling a little bit here. Want to get a little bit of confidence back.
They're still struggling with his name.
That's tough.
Cluthier. Is it?
Okay, well, it's
wow. So
okay. Yeah.
Just giving Andy a hard time.
He said he's Team Chris, so I have to.
It's like that, so odd. Here's the 1-0. That is fouled. Starting to get a little bit colder here. It's probably because I'm not dressed for the wind once again, but
And that's your own fault. You leave your own house.
it is so odd, but you gotta see my point of view. I leave from Vacaville at around 12:30, and I think it's gonna be sunny and decently warm. There's not much wind in Vacaville.
Do you have this crazy thing called the weather
app? Yes, I do.
And this other crazy concept where you actually scroll.
But
to
it
see the
doesn't. It
times?
doesn't account wind into the.
Well, always account yourself, okay?
I mean, Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium's always windy.
And that's a fact. Thank you, Andy.
So
I'll take the L on that, guys. Thank you.
I haven't really been feeling the cold because I've been trying to do mind over matter. It's not cold. It's not cold. It's summer right now, and I really haven't been feeling it. So.
Good luck trying to convince your mind that it's summer. It's been.
Well, it's working so far.
So 2 out now from the strikeout from Monzo. Brings up Proctor. That fastball is in there for a strike, just on the inside part. Proctor walked back in the 5th, scored, and scored on an error back in the 3rd. Still looking for his first hit on the evening. Looking to do it here against Cluthier. 2-0. Swing and a miss.
Is it a coincidence that Cluthier is left-handed, number 22, kind of has the locks like Clayton Kershaw?
I don't see any resemblance.
I just try to connect all the dots as much as possible.
It's going a little, reaching out too far on that one.
Listen, I don't see you trying.
I'm trying to call the game, Saad. Proctor calls time. Plus, you said you were the player comp anyway, so if that's all you. I'll think of it between innings or after the game as a swing and a miss from the curveball from Cluthier on over to Gutierrez from the dropper strike to retire the side. So a big 2-run shot from Gaitan extends the lead for the Eagles 11-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
Hey everybody, it's Alex Collier. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
new pitcher for the Eagles in Armando Gomez. So that'll be it for Pledger, who did a nice job in holding where it was at in the game. So sophomore at Richmond High School. 12 innings pitched, has yet to give up an earned run. Opponents are hitting .220 against him. Gregory shows bunt, pulls back, but in there for a strike.
That's a crazy stat line. Something that I'd be proud to, show everyone.
Gregory 1 for 3 on the day with a single as that hits the outside part. So down 0-2 is Gregory.
Yeah, Gomez clearly off to a good start this season.
And Gomez, on his delivery, almost whips it across his body.
Yeah, it's like an between sidearm and normal. It's
a unique, unique way of pitching.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I have like a bias toward left-handed pitchers.
Breaking balls in the dirt.
Just because most of them are, like when you see a right-handed pitcher, they're a little bit more conventional. You kind of see that more often. And then when lefties, you see them do the sidearm, submarine, or they do the exaggerated leg kick. I don't know. I like lefties. Not that I don't like righties, though.
The 1-2 to Gregory in the dirt. I think Gomez, just the presence he has on the mound, plus I think what makes it look like it is how viciously he comes down when he throws it.
It's unorthodox, and you're not really used to seeing that, so he does have an advantage when it comes to his arm slot.
Oh, that's fouled. Gregory stays alive on that one.
And I think it was really cool that one pitcher for the A's that he could throw with both hands, ambidextrous, not amphibious like that one basketball player said. Anyway, I think that's really cool.
You should have said amphibious.
I know.
So that would have been awesome. And that's fouled.
Who's the one that said amphibious?
You said.
Oh, who's the one that said it? The basketball player?
Ooh.
It was so funny.
I can't think of off the top
with
of my
his
head.
whole chest. He said amphibious, like he was so confident.
I feel like that's something Draymond would do.
You gotta love him, though.
I love Draymond.
The 2-2 to Gregory. Swing and a miss on the inside fastball. 1 out.
Yeah, I feel like since Chris brought it up and broadcasters jinx are a thing, it definitely started to pick up here. It got really, really cold. Thanks to Chris.
But the wind died down, which is kind of weird.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
I'm looking at the
a lot less
flag.
wind, but it's colder. You
I don't
never
know, guys. Don't know what I
Never
did.
know.
That breaking ball's in there to Denning.
Chris, you crack me up. You're so funny.
Thanks, Sawad. I appreciate that. Denning looking for his first hit on the day. He fouls that one.
Woo!
And
Sawad definitely flinched.
She did, folks. She did. 0-2 the count to Denning.
She hit the whole leg up, blocked the face.
So notice how I didn't even flinch.
No. Because I was looking at my scorebook and I was gonna write down a ball or strike or whatever, and then I look up and I hear the sound. My heart can't stop racing.
But you just jumped because you heard the
I heard
pole.
this, yeah. And then when I look up, I see it right there. Like I was already gonna look up and I heard. Forget it. You guys don't care. Just gonna make fun of me regardless. Now I'm mad at Denning for doing that.
And here's the 1-2 to Denning. Curveball, high fly ball into right field. And Proctor makes the catch for the second out. So once again, Denning just gets under that one. So 2 down now. And that'll be Bryce Perbolinski again, the pinch hit for Gutierrez.
7, Bryce Perbolinski.
Oh my God, my heart can't stop. I can feel it in my throat. That was so, because when I flinch, usually I can at least see the ball. So it's like, it's just habit to flinch, but I know like deep down it won't get to me. But when I was writing on the scorebook and I just heard it, and then I look up, I kind of see in the corner of my eye. Listen, I'm shaking in my boots right now.
Privilinski, freshman at a Liberty High School. Saud, you're okay. Me and Andy,
Definitely okay.
You will never see me flinching at a real baseball game, but because we're sitting like right behind the action, like right behind home plate, I feel like anything.
so you
can
take
happen.
you would take a foul ball with an exit velo at say 100 miles an hour, roped left field line where you are, and have the possibility of it hitting you and nailing you right in the face.
Yes.
And no protection, mind you.
Yes.
Rather than
Yes.
sit here.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That just does not make sense to me. I'm sorry.
I went to a Marlins A's game where I got my Fernandez card signed, by the way. And I was sitting by the bullpen, and there was a line drive that almost hit my brother right next to me. Didn't flinch. Hit me. I don't care. But when I'm back here, it's like a whole different story. I don't know why. That's just how my mind is working.
I'm just still confused. You said that when you go to a real baseball game, what are we watching right now?
Well, no, I didn't. Okay, that did sound really messed
Yeah.
up. I didn't mean real. I meant Major League. Let me take that back. I'm 0 for 1 for that.
2-1 count to Privilinski. 3-1. That breaking ball misses low. Can definitely see why Gomez has had such success to start off the year. Mixes speeds, moves in and out of the plate. Really keeps the hitters off balance. And that one gets away from Monzo. Privilinski just trotting on his way to first. Not going to be aggressive here with 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. So he extends the inning. Krebs at the plate, looking for his first hit on the day as well. Walked his last time up.
If you're Solano right now, you just want to chip away at that big 9-run lead. Anything helps right now.
First pitch to Krebs inside. We have some action in the Falcon bullpen. It looks to be Zaldivar out there warming up. That's inside outed, but right there is Knowles to end the inning. So 3 unassisted on that one as we head to the top of the 9th. 11-2 score.
Hi, this is Tyron Salampa. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
This is Robbie Rogers. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back. Clothier still on the mound for the Falcons as he looks to round this one out for the Falcons. As we have a new pinch hitter, Masayuki Iguchi will pinch hit in the spot of Proctor. The first pitch to him is in there for a strike.
I mean, it's the 9th inning. You're down by 9. I think the biggest thing the Falcons really need to do is just shut it down, at least, and give your offense a chance to bounce back in the 9th inning, because anything can happen, but it starts with you as a pitcher.
Here's the 1-1. It's fouled. Inside out that one. 1-2. As you see our camera going up and down. Look like Greg Pop was kind of fiddling with it. That one catches. Gucci looking for the first out. Nice pitch from Clouthier right there.
Listen, Chris, don't ever call out Greg Poff, okay?
Oh, I'm not calling him out at all.
That sounded like a call out.
Oh, no, I just said he was fiddling with the camera. Oh, he just happened to be on the camera shot he was on.
Clouthier been pitching. He's been pitching really well for these past 3 batters. Ever since he gave up a couple runs, but I think it's been 3 straight outs.
Yeah, doing a great job. As we have, it looks like Jordan Chana warming up in the Falcon bullpen now as well with Zaldivar. A swing and a miss from Whitaker.
Whitaker.
How about Whitaker's day?
Yeah.
He is 3 for 3 with a walk and a sac fly. Also has 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. So the man can do it all.
And he has 2 innings pitched, too. So he could pitch, too.
That one's blooped into center field. In comes Verrett and makes the catch. 2 down.
Just overall very impressed by not just like the Laney offense or just them in general, but by Whitaker. Like, he's just been a very impressive person today. But I knew coming into the game doing my research that he was definitely a player to watch. Just didn't really expect him to go off like that today. Especially he did it on all counts. Bases, defense, hitting, everything.
So Jenkins will go ahead and get his second AB of the day as he's quickly down 0-2 to Clouthier.
That's because Clouthier is working quick.
Yeah, he's been, like
Very
I said, he's
quick.
been playing well.
As a swing and a miss. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night on that one to retire the side. Last licks for the Falcons as we head to the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, Tater Natter here. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey, ladies.
This is Justin Brown. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Aaron Corral. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Jorge Chenart will go ahead and lead it off here in the bottom of the 9th for the Falcons as they're down to the final 3 outs. So you have a new pitcher and Noah Davis on the hump. gets the call to the bullpen, making his 6th appearance on the year. Freshman out of Pleasant Valley High School.
I'm honestly a little surprised. I looked out and left. I didn't see Kevin Whitaker out there. I was like, maybe they throw him in to close the game.
That'd be really cool, though.
So Davis looking to get some work under his belt in this 11-2 route. Here's the 1-0 to Chenart. In there, 1-1.
I love how nonchalant he's like pitching compared to the previous pitcher.
Here's the 1-1. Foul off the end of the bat, 1-2. Just a tough break for the Falcons here today. Just fell down early and just couldn't quite get their head above water.
Usually we see them at least bounce back, but like you said, they just couldn't get their heads over sea level.
And that's something hopefully that changes when league play starts next week, is that, you know, like I said earlier in the game, every time the opponent scored first, they've lost every game. So when they get down early and they don't score first, every game they've lost. So they've got some stuff to work on. They've got a lot of bright spots and everything to kind of shapen up and really get ready for league play next week. But it's running out of time here quickly as they're 4-11 right now. But looking to change that up. One down. They'll bring up Aaron Corral.
I think you got to give Solano struggling. You got to give credit to Hernandez. He came out here and he controlled the game from the very start. So shout out to Aaron, or not Aaron Hernandez. I'm sorry. Shout out to Hernandez. He had a great game.
Ricardo Hernandez, and that was first pitch is fouled from Corral. Yeah, Hernandez really just controlled the game and really just kept Solano off balance and keeping them from what they do best in playing small ball and getting runners on base, whether it be via walk or hit by pitch.
In this particular at-bat, you want to see Corral get on to just not even just improve his line and his stats per se, but just to improve his confidence.
Yeah, Corral struggling a bit lately, but has gotten consecutive starts here the past few weeks. Definitely one of the few people that have stepped up, too, as well on the Falcon team.
But when a guy's struggling, you don't want to bench him after a couple of
Exactly.
games. You
So I
want to
think-
give him that bat. You don't want to take it away from him.
I think what Salampa is doing with Corral is actually good for Corral, even though he's been struggling of late.
Yeah.
You know, making him break through the cobwebs, getting ready for league play. As he strikes out there, 2 down now, and the Falcons' last hope is Nick Dotson.
You know, each strikeout that Corral gets is just one step closer to getting that hit. So you always have to look at the positive side, and Corral will bounce back. Just give him some time.
Nick Dotson.
So Dotson up for the Falcons, 0 for 2 with a K. Also walked back in the 5th. Struck out his last time up. Curveball hits him in the foot. That one probably doesn't feel good.
No.
Out here in the cold. So that extends the ball game, and that'll bring up Roberto Diaz now.
Up to plate, number 5.
Yeah, there's Dotson over there walking it off. Like you said, you don't want to get hit when it's cold, but I feel like in the foot area where it tingles a lot and you have to be on your feet, now you have to stand on first
Especially when
base.
it's cold now, his foot's probably heavy just because he can't really.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know-
it's like numb.
Yeah, because of the cold, and
Yeah.
now ooh.
Foot's got quite a bit of nerves in it, so definitely doesn't feel good when it gets hit.
Lefty-lefty matchup here. That one's outside.
Yeah, we're used to seeing Diaz be a switch hitter, but coming into this season, he's just primarily hitting from the left side.
And clearly it's been working, so might as well keep it up.
Yeah, you see some guys that are switch hitters, they lean toward one side anyway, so sometimes it's kind of like just instead of focusing on both, just focus on the one that's better, and it's the left side for him.
That one's in the dirt. Dodson got a nice read on that one. Nice backup from Esparza at short from that throw from Monzo. And do you know, Saad, if Diaz is naturally left-handed?
I don't know. I was going to ask him in the interview when he was at Best Buy, but I honestly forgot to ask him that one question. But I'll find out and I'll let you know.
Sounds good to me.
But it looks like he's naturally left-handed because if you're a switch hitter, you'd go to your natural side.
As your dominant, if you do decide, like he did, to stay at one side.
Yeah, but it's unusual because he throws left and he bats, throws right, but he bats left. Okay, it's cold and it's late. Let me live, Chris.
Oh, it's all good, Saad. It's all good. I'm trying to think. Is there anyone in the bigs that's a righty throwing and a lefty hitting?
Christian Yelich, Joe Panic.
I'm talking. Oh, Panic's a good one in the middle of the infield. I'm talking middle of the infield.
Oh yeah, so Joe Panic.
Panic's a good one.
Yeah, but everyone else is relatively.
It's righty
yeah.
usually.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's weird. It's weird how that goes. That's a ground ball up the middle, and in comes Castillo to Knowles and keeps his foot on for the final out to end the game. The Eagles top the Falcons here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium 11-2. Eagles move on to 7-10 on the year. Falcons dropped 4-12. Now, guys, Falcons struggled a bit here today. One big inning that just couldn't quite get, like I said, their head over water. League coming up next week, as they have, like I said, the game against Los Medanos this weekend. What do you think they could do in order to get ready for league play next week?
Well, what I saw from this game is just very inconsistent at-bats. You see some guys get on, and then some of the guys strike out, or they leave the runners on. So coming into the league next week, I really expect Solano to just get them consistency. I need to see more like consistent at-bats, more consistent pitching, too, instead of relying on one and the other.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you, Soad. They need to start chaining bats together, and they need to start all getting hits together so that they can get some runs on the board, because you're never going to win if you're scoring 2-3 runs a game. That's really difficult.
Compared to the 9, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they need to start getting those bats awake and see what they can do.
Alrighty, well said, guys. League play starts next week as once again, the Eagles top the Falcons 11-2 here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Chris Avaglia along with Saul Balazzi and Andy Chase. We'll see you guys next time.